Miss me? Did you miss me? Did you miss this beautiful face of mine? Alright, let's see what's going on. It's really, really cold. Hmm. Okay. So what do we have here? Is this one person or two? Two people in your life, right? Two people, either presently or for a while now or just this moment, don't know, whatever relates to you. Two people in your life who, whose approach to you was like a causing conflict inside of you, as if like attacking your personality, right? Attacking your personality. Your personality, we're talking about like the Empress, right? The Hierophant. You got both. So your strength, right? Your centered spiritual creative force, your soul, your mind, your being in itself, attacking you because you are strong and because your words match your actions, because you stand for something that is sacred, might not be well understood by many, that you value integrity, right? That you hold knowledge of the heart, like emotional knowledge, right? Connecting emotionally to things, right? Through your heart, you feel things. You have this inner intellect. You have this wisdom and knowledge. But this is not something that, yes, you have this inner intellect, but it looks like where you're sitting right now, yeah? Your throne. You've earned it, right? You've earned it. Look at you holding the apple. Yeah. This people, by creating conflict, right? Within your space, like obviously against you, triggering you, or doing something that will trigger you in whatever way, negative way, obviously. We're draining you of positive energy, right? So throwing you off. But they were not aware that they were feeding off of you this way, off of your life force. How do you know these people? These are people who have been married or are married presently and who have kids, or one kid. Let me see, one or two. Well, I'm getting two, but it could be one for a few of you, but two for many. Since the reading is for multiple people. Heavy weight. These people were heavyweight or are heavyweight in your life. Like something that you have to carry, right? You just have to carry. See, like you're ascending, you're moving into the direction that you should be moving. But like there's no point in you carrying this a giant stone on your back. What is the point of it? There's no point. So it looks like you're carrying this weight that you didn't have to. Does that mean? Presently, a lot of people, there's a lot of talk. A lot of talk. What's happening? This is happening. Look at her. Look at him. What are they? Are they losing their mind? La-di-da-di-da. Yeah. Regarding your spirituality, right? Or is this your? Well, it looks like it's spirituality. Is it just spirituality? Your spirituality, something that you care about. The gossip is also regarding your child. If you had a child, or if you don't have a child, the gossip is about your relationship. And it's almost like they're gambling on it, like they're like betting. Is this person is going to make it, or are things going to fall apart in their life because they're living in delusion? So it's like people are betting on your life, but not. This is not a good thing, right? I mean, it's good for you because you don't give two shits about it at this point, as I'm seeing. But that's what's going on around you and behind your back. People are living with your life. They need a life of their own. poor ones. There is someone. There's someone who's been enamored with you, right, for a while. Someone who's been watching you, and it looks like this person is watching you from afar. This is not someone that you share space with very often, or not at all. So it could be through social media, or it could, who knows? Maybe you have your own channel and they're watching you and they're like obsessed with you. But this is not. It looks like this person, right? Has been intending, I don't know, spirit, soul, your twin flame, whoever it is, had an intention to be with you. So it was like they were hoping and waiting, right? But the problem is they ended up beating themselves up because it looks like somewhere along the way of your transformation, right? While this person was just, observing you, not interfering, it looks like this person was allowing you to grow and transform while staying aside, right? And did not come in and enter a romantic relationship with you, not to interfere with your learning and growth process, right? Now, somewhere along the way of your growth and the spiritual evolution, sorry, a drifter came in. So someone tricked you, right? And this was right when you had a breakthrough. So it looks like at some point, right? At some point where you got rid, right, of old, right? Got rid of old and finally felt that I don't need this and I don't need this and I'm fine on my own and I'm happy this way. And that's when the person came in. It's more like that certain energies, right, that were also against you brought this person in. Now, this person was not your person. Not your person, right? The whole relationship was orchestrated, puppeteered. It was like a trap, a cage, a prison to stop you from ascension. Literally, it's not a joke. From ascension. Guys, if you don't like spiritual readings, shoot, go somewhere else. Because this is spiritual one here. Yeah, you were supposed to transform, right? Raise from something, right? And then you did go through this shedding the old, right? You just hatched into this reality and you were about to raise like Phoenix, right? And accept your duality, your masculine and feminine, right? This was what was supposed to happen. How many? For some, 8 years ago, and for some, 4 years ago. Can it be longer? They're saying that it could be different for everyone, so they're just only like lay off of years, but it was a while ago. Now, and you raising like Phoenix, like ascending, right, into your fire energy, and then uniting into one, right, with no partner. Maybe this was the phase in your life when you were like, don't need one, don't want one, I'm fine, and that's when they brought in the person. Now it looks like every time you tried to get away from this person, somehow you ended up back in. And it's not quite clear whether you went back. You know, it looks like the person kept coming back. And what I'm also getting is that the person was coming back to you because the forces were manipulating the person to come back to you, right? So that you don't go through this transformation. So your transformation is not complete. Now, the outcome of this ascension and accepting duality, right? You're masculine, I make a man like a woman, you know, make a man like a woman and a woman like a man. Yeah, like Jesus said. Yeah, uniting your left and right brain was so that you could teach and lead. You were supposed to be teaching and leading then. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, someone wasted your time, but that's okay. Because, why is it okay? Because, I don't know if you're working with a female deity, right? I know Hecate is on the line with a lot to this day, so I'm not sure, but we're talking about some kind of female deity. Not tolerant of bullshit. Now, you're going to find out that this spiritual clown, right? You're going to find out the news that the spiritual troublemaker, this clown in your life, right, is going to be very, 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 very badly punished. And how are we going to be punished? We're going to be scared. So they're going to, like, literally, this person has to run for their life because it looks like they're going to scare the Jesus out of him or her. There are going to be a lot of attacks, right, on the person. Attacks on the person, basically showing the person who they are, right? Like if you just go, how does spirit work, right? I can give you an example. So let's say you're a cocky little bitch, right? And you went out, just outing. You went out to the bar and you sat there. All of a sudden, a stranger comes in and sits down. And then you start talking and the conversation's fine. And all of a sudden, the person turns to you, oh, you're full of shit, aren't you? What? That's an attack. That's the spirit calling you out. They would say a certain detail. You would feel attacked and offended. But you've got to understand, you have to always, there's a very fine line between someone just freaking attacking you for no reason or, you know, the Holy Spirit actually telling you exactly who you are and that they see right through you. That is a psychological scare. That is a very normal move, a natural move for spiritual masters, ascended masters, whatever you call them, or spirits, demons, entities, to come in and teach you a lesson. That's a very widespread tactic. Now, they're going to do that because you are a very, very gentle, loving, caring soul. You do care about creatures a lot. You just love life. Do you know what I mean? You love life. And you love life unconditionally, right? You love all creatures. It looks like plants, flowers, I don't know, birds, bees, goats, dogs, cats, whatever, you name it. And you are not supposed to be in a relationship that is causing grief and unnecessary hard work with the division between partners, situations where you feel like you have no way, right? You do not know the way out. You need to be in a relationship that is full of physical and spiritual. And because these people brought this partner into your life, right, to stop your energy from going, they're going to get really, really bad spanking now. So I hope you feel good now about this news. Bye.